Alright everyone, what's up? I ate some spicy food and I had an ongoing siege going on with me in the bathroom, so during those hard times I decided, had a moment of clarity if you will, to make a serious video. Skyrim modding is changing forever. If you are new to the channel, throw a sub, like the video, only 5.3% for watching those videos are subscribed, it helps YouTube promote my work and I appreciate you for watching this. This is a historic moment for Skyrim when it comes to modding, the community, Bethesda, Todd Howard, the devil himself, and pretty much everything. And I don't see many people talk about this. Now, in case you live under a rock, Bethesda has made a new update a few weeks ago and it completely destroyed everybody's mod list. You might say, Kavou, this is fine, we've been here before, countless of times actually, but this time it's actually different and I'm going to explain why. Essentially what happened, the whole creation club got updated, or someone will say got reverse engineered, which also created even more problems to the engine of Skyrim. Bethesda has to be the only company I know that tries to update a 10-year-old game and still fails. Actually, never mind, I forgot Warcraft 3 existed. I guess Activision Blizzard takes that trophy. Even Fallout New Vegas, when it gets some updates, it runs better than Skyrim, and Fallout New Vegas engine is made out of bricked Legos. The whole creation club idea that Bethesda has made is very similar to the mod apocalypse we had the very first few years Skyrim came out. That was what, 8 or 9 years ago? I don't even know anymore. I think I suffer from stage 4 dementia. Essentially you have this whole platform that before you could go on the Nexus and get your free mods, but what Bethesda is trying to do, they will try to make it where you can get mods or working mods only on the creation club faction that they're at. And this is the whole topic and I'm going to explain how this is ruining modding if it hasn't already. Many people stop playing Skyrim, many people are very mad about it, and guess what? It's going to get worse. I love Skyrim. I think Skyrim is the most influential game of all time. My most favorite game has to be Fallout New Vegas, but I think Skyrim has to be, again, one of the most important games ever made. The only reason I make those videos is not to hate on Skyrim, it's because I love it and I want to raise my voice when it comes to bad actors and this whole thing Bethesda is doing, which we've seen what happened before, it's going to happen again. It is going to completely destroy Skyrim if they don't change their behavior. This is the article. I am going to read this with you. This was posted from Bethesda and I'm going to give you my points. So let's go and start. On Tuesday, Bethesda published a surprise patch. Surprise patch is a funny way to say it. As big of a surprise as what I had coming for the toilet this morning. Bethesda published a surprise patch for Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition that combined free mods and paid mods under a single creation banner. It also eliminated the previous Creation Club section for Special Edition and the Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim Anniversary Edition players are able to upload free mods for creations, but there's also a new program called Bethesda Game Studios Verified Creation Program. What this whole hoopla means, we're pretty much fucked. This essentially is a platform that is going to promote paid mods. Yes, that's right, you've heard about free mods, but there is a catch. You see, free mods are mods you can find on the Nexus. Do we agree on that? Let's move to the next point. Many of those free mods are never going to get an update, and you know why? Because the modders who created those have moved away from modding. They are not coming back to update those mods, so essentially you have many of the greatest mods of all time being stuck without any updates, and this whole decision, it is not going to give incentives to modders to come back and update those. If anything, it's going to create much more conflict because other modders that they want to promote their work through paid mods on the Bethesda's new thingy majiggy, they will try to merge different type of mods, and this, similar to the mod apocalypse, is going to create this wave of modders actually hiding their mods because everybody will be stealing from everyone.
Madness. Madness and stupidity.
This is a catastrophic decision for modding, and you can see that already with many mods not getting updated anymore. Let's continue reading for now. Modders must apply to join the program, and if they're approved, they'll be able to get royalty from the sales of their mods. The only way to officially make money from mods. Bethesda doesn't otherwise let modders sell their creations, which is exactly what I was talking about. But there are other ways around that for modders, like using Patreon or tip jars. modders, which I'm very sure this is different from Skyrim's Creation Club program, where previous paid mods were housed as the modders were hired and paid by Bethesda as contractors. Now verified creators can be professionals who earn royalties directly from the sale of their creations, with an easier path to releasing their work. This whole thing, it is such a BS. Nobody in the modding community wants this. Nobody in the modding community wants to pay for mods. Bethesda says this new paid program is a way for creators and modders to have more flexibility, but the whole community doesn't agree. Paid mods have long been pain point to the community, going back to the Skyrim paid mod system set up with Valve on Steam 2015. Damn, that was a long time ago. Anyway, at this time the community revolted. The majority did not want paid mods at an already thriving and established community. Bethesda and Valve ended up pulling the program just days after it was announced. We understand our own game communities pretty well, but stepping into an establishment's years of modding community in Skyrim was probably not the right place to start iterating. Valve said at that time, "We think this made us miss the mark pretty badly, even though we believe there is a useful feature somewhere here." Bethesda thinks that this whole idea gives flexibility to modders. This statement is correct if you replace the word give with the word take. Modding is about offering to the community without getting paid. Donating and modding has the exact same concept. You don't do it because you have an incentive of getting paid. You do it for the betterment of the game, and this is why Skyrim has peaked to a perfection state over the past few years.
Perfection.
For the last 2 years, Skyrim modding did not only just increase, but it popped off with more and more game-changing mods. When you remove that part, when it comes to modding, that you are offering to the community with a motive of getting paid, that completely kills the whole idea of modding. That takes the passion away out from modders that they were trying to do their best. This space where a lot of mods, essentially some of our favorite mods, will not get updated after this patch unless Bethesda realizes the mistakes they are doing.
And again, it just works.
There will be a tier list now that it will distinguish the top modders with the lowest modders. It's going to categorize everyone, giving motives to create paid mods while punishing the free mods. Essentially, as you see now, more and more less of free mods will be coming out of the Nexus, which is why you see the Nexus being much more slower nowadays. I think the core of modding is based on an open community, an open source type of workplace where all of the mods or patterns are shared, people are using those to create different mods, and everybody wins because we are getting a better Skyrim. Look at Sky Oblivion for instance, or Skywind. When paid mods get introduced and in similar fashion, this is changing modding forever. Imagine what will happen when mods will conflict together, and then there will be a need for patches, but there will be almost nobody to make those patches, let alone anyone to update the original mods.
Madness and stupidity.
It completely cuts Skyrim modding at half. And what happens to the modders whose work will be used for the people to make money of Bethesda's new design of the Creation Club, or however you want to call it? Everything in the end ends up in conflict. And think again, who is responsible for making patches for mods? That's right, the people who are making mods for free.
Free is just another word for socialist.
Which they will be less likely to do so. I'm not sure about not getting updates, but I can guarantee that we are going to get much more slower updates from this. Many mods will stay broken for a longer time, and if Bethesda insists on their decision, it's only going to get worse. Everybody's losing with the last update of Skyrim. Modders are losing, both you and I are losing, even Bethesda is losing because people are leaving Skyrim. It is that bad. Who wants a tireless system that pushes the passionate modders with their free mods and their amazing work down the toilet and the bin? Who wants to have a similar paid system that is way worse, by the way, than the ones you fight on different Patreons if you want to get a very specific mod? Nobody likes that. And also it's going to create this very big list of mods that is going to give you less and less, but they will charge you, so essentially it's a less for more relationship, which is really bad. Skyrim modding is changing forever, guys. After this last patch, I think again, as I've said in the start of the video, that this is a very historic time for Skyrim. I love the game, I love the community, which is why why I made this channel and why I make videos about the game, I need to do my part, be a proud Patreon, and speak about this. If Bethesda and Todd Howard is going to ruin Skyrim and Skyrim modding, or destroy the community while pulling a similar mod apocalypse situation as the one we had in the early stages of Skyrim, I need to speak about this because there is not enough people talking about this. I've taken a small break from Skyrim modding because of this whole shenanigans. I've wanted to talk about this for a very long time, since the very first days of the patch. I didn't see any other content creator, at least that I know of, doing that, so I thought to myself, maybe I should make this video and talk about it. What do you think about the last update? Are you happy with it? Do you hate it? Or in general, what do you think is going to happen with Skyrim and Bethesda in the future? We are expecting a new update to come out for Skyrim in the next few weeks that is going, allegedly, to fix address library and script extender, which right now they're causing random crashes to any version of the game you have, because Bethesda wanna reverse the Skyrim engine, so it was already broken before, and with this decision it's just as much worse. Yeah, that was the video, guys. I hope you liked the video. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts, read your comments down. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just an idiot who just had a bad day and wanted to rant about it. But that being said, I love this game and I just want to play Skyrim again and not have my game crash all the time. I'll be playing Fallout New Vegas. I've modded the game, it looks fantastic, it plays even better. I just wish there was more reasons for me to come back and play and enjoy Skyrim again. With those decisions Todd Howard and Bethesda is making, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm going to cover this again, be sure about that. If you made to the end of the video, you're a trooper. Thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next one. The next time, it was me, Kavou, and happy modding. Or not.